offense. That word has a K in it, and damn is spelt with an N. You have no future as a vandal if you can't even spell your swear words correctly. Now damn is D-A-M-N.
I knew that she was dead when she didn't answer the telephone. It just rang and rang and rang. And I just knew.
It was the sound of the clock chiming that woke me up, like a voice calling to me. And then there was a ringing, and then the ringing just stopped.
When I heard that she was dead, it was like someone hit me in the chest with a shovel.
When I realized I was dead, I laughed out loud, took a deep breath of pure light, and stepped out of my body. That poem by Dylan Thomas kept running through my head. Do not go gentle
I never knew anyone would die.
into that good night. My last words, and they weren't even my own.
The funeral was lovely.
The whole time I kept thinking, Where's child? Where's child anymore?
Why am I still here?
Is there anyone here? I've got the key. I'll get the light. Now, Windsor, don't blow your stack when you see this.
See what?
This. So here you are. Here you all are. Whoa!
What the?
See, that's what I was trying to tell you. There's stuff painted all over the walls. I asked Miss Flummock to cover them up as best she could. She should still be here. Miss Flummock!
Are they all over the house?
Yes. When I let myself in, it was dark. I was more concerned about your mother than looking at pictures. Oh, there's a crack over here in the stairs, and it's painted to look like molten lava's pouring out. Cool!
How long has it been since you've been here?
Not for a while. Quite a while. After Sam left, things got a little complicated, but
You
I
called me
her
every day.
Oh, there's a picture up here of a kid getting shot. There's rainbows coming out of his head.
That's why I asked Miss Flummock to cover them up.
Oh, Lord.
There's another kid pointing a gun at him.
Tomorrow, everyone in the neighborhood will be over here for the estate sale. Is that really the first thing you want them to see when they walk in the door?
Gross.
Cover it up, Kelly.
No! Miss Flummock has got to be here somewhere. Miss Flummock!
Miss Flummock?
Here I am. I was in the attic. Colonel Barrett, allow me to offer my sincerest sympathy. I'm looking after your mother's estate sale. Mildred Flummock, MC.
MC?
Merchandising consultant. Estate sales, garage sales, moving sales. No sale is too big or too small. I do them all. Pricing, sorting, advertising, put up signs, take them down. Watch the customers, make change, take checks. All for just the tiniest percentage of the total. I turn garages into gold mines and trash into treasure. As you can see, I have followed your instructions to the letter. The walls are now covered with the contents of the linen closet. A very wise idea indeed. We don't need any more talk about your mother. God rest her soul.
More talk.
Your mother had a bit of a reputation.
Reputation for what?
After she painted the windows with thousands of eyeballs, people got a little bit curious.
My mother did all this painting?
I assume so.
She was 84 years old. Why would she paint all over the walls?
It's all over the house, up the stairs and the hallway. Even the straight back chairs in the kitchen are painted to look like people are sitting in them.
I can't believe my mother did all this.
But never fear. I have arranged for a team of painters to come in here and slap down a coat of flat white latex over the whole interior of the house.
This is like a whole house covered in tattoos!
Miss Flummock, this is my son, Kelly. Do you know if mother has a TV anywhere around here?
There used to be one upstairs.
I wouldn't want to miss a minute of the war.
We're not at war, Kelly.
Not yet.
Check out the TV upstairs.
This is CNN, the storm in the desert.
I'll do it.
Yes, sir, Colonel Barron, sir.
You all need to sort through these boxes and set aside anything of sentimental value that you might want to keep. Otherwise, I shall consider everything here fair game.
Sell everything.
Then we shall all need to get busy with the pricing. Many hands make light work.
Just hope we aren't paying her by the cliche.
Windsor, you should sort through these boxes.
So many things.
Take anything you want, Joanna, but sell the rest.
What if there's something you want to remember?
I don't have time for memories right now. Exactly 2,100 hours. Tell me how to God.
Let's just put everything into storage until you can deal with
I
it.
am dealing with it.
Hey, Dad, there's pictures of monsters all over your headboard.
Kelly, come downstairs.
There's Godzilla, King Kong.
Right now!
Jeez.
Don't use that expression. You know I hate it.
Colonel Barron, sir, I have good news and I have bad news for you, sir.
What is it?
The good news is, I found the TV.
Good.
The bad news is, Granny painted flowers all over the screen.
What?
Well, looks like we'll be watching the war through the wildflowers.
Hey, Dad. What happened to Granny?
Kelly. She had a heart attack?
My heart did not attack.
I know that.
It just decided to stop beating.
I mean, why'd she do all this?
Your grandmother was a very unusual woman, Kelly, but she loved you very much.
And do we have to talk about it? What? It's just that every time somebody dies, you have to talk about them. All the time.
But you just asked.
Sometimes it helps to talk.
Sometimes it doesn't.
I've had a letter from my grandson.
Sometimes it hurts at first,
He's very angry with me.
but it almost always helps.
He says he wishes I were.
It doesn't help at all.
Let's just get a move on, okay? What have you got there, Kelly?
Just a bunch of photographs
Where did you find this?
in a box.
Been looking for this photograph for years.
What is it?
It's a wedding photo of Grammy and my father. It's the only one she kept of him after he died.
Oh my gosh, Windsor, look at this one. Your baby picture.
Oh no.
She loves this picture. And she loves to tell people about it.
Joanna, don't.
So I'm sitting at my kitchen window and
She looks into the garden, and there was her father, 2 years old.
sitting in the bird bath, naked as a jaybird. He was flapping around and waving his arms trying to fly,
So she grabbed her camera.
and without his noticing, crept up behind him and flash! He started to cry, so I lifted him and up he flew. Fly, little jaybird, fly.
She loved to tell that story.
It's my eternal mortification.
Why didn't we come here more often?
We came.
We only stayed a day or so, and it was normally when we were moving someplace else.
It's not true. We came whenever we could.
Maybe if we hadn't moved so
You
much.
could have picked up a pen and written in the past few months. It's a little late to think of that now.
Don't you think I know that?
What was that all about?
One minute he asks me something about Grammy, then when I tell him, he goes ballistic.
Well, this is a hard time for all of us.
More than that. Something happened between Kelly and Grammy right around the time we left for Germany. He wouldn't talk to her on the phone. He ripped up the letters Grammy sent. Whenever I asked what was wrong, he'd say nothing or turn up his stereo loud enough to drown out a sonic boom.
But that's so strange. We used to be so close.
Something happened. Kelly won't talk about it. Grammy can't.
How are you holding up, Windsor?
I feel like my whole body is filled with Novocaine. It's so strange being in this house. I keep expecting to see her coming down the stairs.
The hard part isn't the big things like funerals. The little things like finding a coffee cup that still has her lipstick on it. I never even got a chance to say goodbye to her.
Come on, Joanna. Don't cry. I wish I wouldn't want you to cry.
this is really something. This box was all tied up with yards of twine. I practically had to use a hacksaw to cut it open. I went, oh my God!
Hey! What happened to the lights?
Somebody opened the drapes,
They are open!
but it's pitch black in here.
I'll feel my way to the kitchen and check the fuse box. Hey! Ow!
The windows have all been painted over. Little eyes in the living room and little faces in the foyer. Ouch! Did someone kick me?
Kelly, that's not funny.
Wasn't me? I'm all the way over here.
Now that's strange. The fuse was okay, but somehow the master switch was thrown. Whoa!
Kelly, put that down! Firearms are not to be played with!
Give that to me. Where did you get this?
Over by the stairs.
I'm gonna try the painters again from the upstairs front. I suggest a little more sorting and a little less gunplay around here. After all, idle hands are the devil's. Never mind.
I can't believe Grammy had a gun in the house.
It was my father's gun. 6 years after he was killed in the Philippines, the Army shipped us that box as personal effects. Mom wouldn't open it or even look at it. She'd just sneak up there, open it, look inside, and then tie it up again.
Grammy always hated guns. I mean, she never even let you have a cat pistol.
So you tie sticks together to make pistols.
When I used to dream about my father, he was always in uniform.
Or you'd use your fingers.
I dreamt about him all the time.
And when I asked you not to use your fingers, you bit your breakfast toast into the shape of pistols.
Until I enlisted. Surprise!
Oh my God!
I wanted you to be surprised, Mom. That's why I didn't tell you.
You didn't tell me
Because I wanted you to be surprised.
because you knew I would be horrified.
I want to be a pilot. They'll send me to flight school.
With your grades, you could be anything.
I like the military. It's organized, it's got rules, and
Going to war, Windsor, is not something you do for a little structure in your life.
we're not at war. President Kennedy has just sent advisors to Vietnam.
4,000 advisors.
Somebody has to make the world safe for democracy.
I have lived through 3 wars in my lifetime, and each of them have started to make the world a better place. And each of them have ended with mothers and fathers burying their
I'm
children.
not going to be a kid!
That's exactly what your father said!
Isn't there one thing you remember about my father other than the way he died?
Don't do this to me, Windsor. Not again.
I don't need your permission. I don't expect your approval, but I like your understanding.
I'm sorry, but that's something you're going to have to learn to live without.
So Grammy didn't want you to join the Air Force?
No, Kelly, she didn't.
Now this is a real treasure. I know plenty of women in this town who would pay a pretty penny for Lillian Barron's crystal ball.
Don't you ever feel like a vulture feasting on the remains of the dead?
Why, no.
Crystal ball? What is she talking about?
I have the most wonderful secret, but you must promise not to tell Windsor. He'd ship me off to the funny farm if he knew I'd become Madame Lillian, reader advisor.
She was a fortune teller?
Reader advisor.
Aunt Lillian, I need a reading.
Sam called. He wants to come back. I don't know what to do, Aunt Lil.
I see a man
That's Sam.
and a woman,
Obviously me.
and the man says,
There's change, that everything will be all right.
but the woman remembers.
What happened last time, and the time before that, and she hears the same old promises, the same old lies,
And she realizes,
there's not a word of truth in them.
so she decides.
To tell him to take a flying leap!
The vision fades.
Dead! What?
Dead as a doornail!
My word, who's dead now?
The phone!
The phone is dead?
The line's been cut. Right where it comes into the house. It happens all the time. Disreputable people read in the paper about a death in the family, look up the address, and then the night before the estate sale, break in and wipe it all out.
It's this neighborhood?
We shall let the police know to be on high alert tonight. There's a phone at the 7-Eleven on the corner. I'll call from there. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'll try the painters again. You all keep sorting.
We got Mom out of this neighborhood long ago. What was that?
That's a window breaking upstairs.
Rotten kids throwing rocks. Hey! Kelly, stay here and call the police.
I can't. The phone's been...
Don't argue, just do it.
I'll run to the corner and call from the 7-Eleven. I'll lock the front door, and you lock the back. If I know your father, he'll chase those kids all over the neighborhood. Okay, Joe? And don't let anyone in unless it's us.
This is just like Unsolved Mysteries. The killer was inside the house, so he broke the window to make everyone think he was outside the house. But really, he was inside the house the whole time. Okay, get out! That is, if you're in here, but just get out! Get out! Oh my God, there is somebody here. You might as well come out. The police will be here any minute.
You shouldn't be touching her things.
You're just a kid.
They're not yours.
Oh, she's not going to need them anymore. After all, she's dead.
Are you sure?
I saw her body in the funeral home. Didn't want to, but I did. I tried not to look in the casket, but I couldn't help myself.
You saw her?
It didn't look like her. Not really, but it was.
It wasn't really me all painted up like that. Just the leftover part.
You knew her, didn't you?
Oh my God! If you've come to rob me, take whatever you want and go.
I didn't come to rob.
Who are you?
Nobody.
I'm calling the police.
Nobody watches out for you. When you're walking late at night, nobody keeps you safe.
You're nobody.
I've seen you sit here, and the people sit there. I've seen you look in here and tell the future.
You want me to do a reading?
No, reading. Just look and tell me. Can you see tomorrow?
Sit there.
What do you see?
I see tomorrow.
You see the school.
Yes.
You see the class. You see the teacher. You see the test.
Oh, yes.
Who's flunking the test?
Nobody.
Oh, no, not again. You gotta do something. You gotta stop the testing. Do magic or do a spell. Make a big snowstorm come.
I'm sure the test will be fine. Just study for it and do your best.
I can't.
Why not?
I don't have a vest. Can't make myself invisible tomorrow.
You can make yourself invisible.
Easy. I just sit behind the fat kid and no one notices. Teachers only see the good ones and the bad ones. They don't even see the rest.
You're the one who's been spray painting dirty words on my fence.
And how do you know?
I see it in my crystal ball. You better learn to spell. You have no future as a vandal if you can't even spell your swear words correctly.
Just like a teacher. All they see is dumb and all they know is stupid.
Are you stupid?
That's what they think.
Do you want to be stupid?
No.
Then don't be. Decide you're smart and go on from there.
Oh yeah, sure. Never mind. Nobody helps nobody.
Wait a minute. Write something on this wall. They'll bulldoze this old fire trap. When I'm dead anyways, might as well make the walls worth something. Write any word, as long as it has more than 4 letters.
I won't.
Can't. Won't. Can't.
I won't.
You can't read or write, can you? No.
How old are you?
Too old.
Me too.
Never mind.
Wait a minute. Take this to your teacher.
What's it say?
Please excuse my granddaughter from testing today, as she has highly contagious conjunctivitis.
Huh?
Pink eye. Boom, there's your magic. But the spell is only temporary. You're going to need to take that test eventually. You need to tell somebody you can't read or write and get some help.
How come you're doing this?
I never knew nobody was looking out for me.
When did all that happen? About a year ago.
She never told us about you.
It wasn't about you. It was about us.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
What's the matter with the newspaper?
Look at this. Another car bombing in Northern Ireland. And this. Man convicted in beating death of 2-year-old. And this right down the street. 10-year-old fatally wounded in drive-by shooting. It's all the same. The same bombs, the same bullets, the same guns. It's just the faces and the pictures of those who are left behind that change.
Don't read it.
I have to. Outrage is important when you can't do anything else. What are you doing here?
I'm doing what you told me. Tell someone you can't read and get some help.
I meant for you to tell somebody at school.
I can't read at school. I can't write at school. But I can write on your fence.
I'm not a teacher.
Good. All teachers see is stupid.
I wouldn't know where to start.
Start on the fence.
There's not enough room on my fence.
Then start here.
Give me one good reason I should do this.
I decided I'm smart.
So she taught you to read by writing on the walls?
First letters, then words. We'd sing letters, we'd shout words. Filled my whole self with words.
So you could read them?
So I could feel them. That's it. I'm not doing that again. Not ever.
What happened?
Teacher saw me writing in class and made me read what I wrote to the entire class.
You read in class?
She made me.
That's wonderful!
No, it's terrible. She sent me to the principal.
What did you write?
Once upon a damn time, there was a damn boy who had a damn dog who had a damn bone.
Don't you realize what you are?
Oh yes, a fool.
You're a writer! All you need is more vocabulary.
What?
More words. Words that touch ideas. Words that paint a picture in the mind and tell others how you feel. Look at this. Do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.
So?
What does that mean to you?
Nothing.
It has to mean something.
Somebody's mad.
And what do you do when you're mad?
Yell or hit someone?
Why not write it down?
What good would that do?
The man who wrote that poem was very angry about something many years ago. And when we read his words, we feel our anger in the words. The feeling lives on in the words. Forever.
Like writing on the fence. Yell those words out loud and they're over too quick. But write them on the fence, it's like swearing forever. The words just stay up there yelling.
You're a liar! There are pictures under these covers, not words.
Words first, pictures later.
I was here before we moved to Germany. There weren't any words or pictures on the walls.
You never went upstairs.
You were spying on me?
I know what happened. I saw it all. Surprise!
Don't tell us, Grammy. You're supposed to be at camp.
I don't want to go to camp.
It's too much like the Air Force. I want to stay here with you. You can stay for the weekend, but then Dad's been transferred overseas again. To Germany. Oh, dear. But I'm not going. I'm going to stay here. I can't do it again, Granny. I'm sick of it. So I'll stay here with you. Isn't that a great idea? Kelly, I'm at a time in my life where I am just starting to slow down and you are just starting to speed up.
The next few years are going to be wonderful. You'll go to high school, drive cars, go on dates, and meet your parents now.
You don't want me?
I want you to be my grandson. I want you to be my friend. But I am 83 years old, and I cannot be starting over with children again.
Not children, Grammy. It's just me.
I'm sorry.
You don't want me.
That's not true.
By the time she got out the door, you were already down the street and she couldn't catch you. Saw from the upstairs window. She just sat down on the porch steps and cried.
Did she ever talk about us?
My son and his family are stationed in Germany.
Is he in the army?
The Air Force.
Whoa! I saw Top Gun.
Cool. Not cool. Not if you're a mother. And on top of everything, I've had a letter from my grandson. He's very angry with me. He says he wishes I were
What?
a different kind of grandmother. You're early today. Why aren't you in school?
They let us out early. We didn't get anything to eat. You got something?
You're not playing hooky again, are you?
I told you. They let us out early. Kid in my school got killed.
What?
At recess on the playground. Some older boys shot him.
Why?
For his shoes. He wouldn't give them his shoes, so they shot him.
They killed him for his shoes?
They were cool shoes. Got any ding-dongs?
A boy is dead, and all you can think about is something to eat?
You know him or something?
No, but you did.
He just went to my school. It just happened, okay?
It didn't just happen. Somebody made it happen.
It wasn't me.
Yes, it was. It was every one of us who didn't give a damn.
What am I supposed to do?
Rage, howl, use your words to tell his story.
I don't know the words.
Tell me in words and I'll paint it on the wall. You have to look at the violence, otherwise it will always be a part of you and you'll be a part of it.
I don't want to see that.
We'll give it a color and a shape. I'll trade you, story for story. How does that sound?
Sounds crazy.
And sometimes the stories are going to be crazy. And sometimes they'll be sad. And if they're really good, they'll make you laugh hard enough to shake your whole life loose. And sometimes they'll make you angry enough to want to rip the pictures right off the wall and rewrite the endings for yourself.
She started painting.
The pictures came rushing out of my brush.
On the floors, on the ceiling, on the walls.
My whole life spilled out onto these walls.
I piled tables on top of tables and chairs on top of chairs just so she could reach the ceiling.
Things I felt but never understood were all laid out in front of me. So simple, so clear. Put them on the wall and looked at them.
What's that? You tell me. It's a killing angel.
A killing angel.
She has bullets on her belly and fire for hair and fire feathers for wings.
She comes in wars.
Or on the streets or on playgrounds whenever people get killed.
She's too heavy to fly. Too many memories.
So she puts the memories on little feathers of fire and lets them go.
And all that's left is smoke and forgiveness.
Kelly, it's me, let me in.
That's my dad. You'd better get out of here.
Kelly, I thought we told you not to let anybody in.
She was already in here.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I belong here.
Go home, kid, right now.
Today is our lucky day. I got the painters on their mobile phones, and they're on their way over here right now. They should get the whole house painted by midnight.
Somebody's coming to paint. Who is this girl? Going to paint over her pictures?
If you're here for the sale, it isn't until tomorrow. And it's not going to happen unless somebody gets a move on.
She painted all day, sometimes all night. Who are you to cover her paintings? We're her family. I know all about you.
She was my grandmother, not yours.
I know all about the letters you wrote to her.
No, what?
That you hated her.
Do this.
That you wish that she was.
No!
Okay, I told you to go, now go.
Don't touch me!
Stop it.
read and everything.
Why did you come here?
I had to make it real. Her being dead and all.
I guess I just miss her. What's your name?
It's not important.
Yes, it is.
Jenna. My name is Jenna. I didn't mean what I said in the letter.
What's all this about a letter?
Back when we first moved to Germany, I wrote Grammy this terrible letter. I said that I hated her, that I never wanted to see her again. I wished she was dead.
Why would you do such a thing?
I wanted to stay here with her, and she wouldn't let me.
Oh, Kelly.
You wanted to live here?
This house is the only place in the whole world where I've ever felt, I don't know, safe. I wished that she was dead, and now she is. She could never forgive me for what I did.
Let it go.
She did. What?
She forgave you.
How do you know?
I saw it on your picture.
Show him. What do you see?
Looks like a boy without a face.
I haven't finished the face.
Look at his hair.
It's a rainbow.
All the colors of the earth and sky. Oh, good. We can use these as drop cloths. I want to cover up these tables. I wouldn't want to get paint on any of these treasures.
It's me, Dad. This is a picture of me.
Colonel Barron. Colonel Barron.
It's me, Dad. She forgave me.
The painters are going to be here any minute.
Call them off.
What?
Tell them we won't be needing them today.
But they're on their
Miss
way.
Womack, I don't care if you have to fling your naked body across the driveway. You're going to stop them.
Well, I
No,
never.
Miss Womack, I'm sure you haven't.
It's me, Dad. She forgave me.
Do you want to see the rest?
Pull them down, Jenna. Pull them all down.
Windsor, look! It's a baby flying through the air.
Naked as a jaybird.
That's you, Dad.
Look, Joanna, that's you. And you're throwing a crystal ball at
Sam, give him a little message from the great beyond.
Hey, Jenna, come look over here. There's a picture of you, and you're painting on the fence, and it says,
Somebody was here. I didn't see that one.
we're here. We are all here on these walls.
And as for me, I'm not really here. And I would tell you where, but I don't have the words. All that was left behind was the pieces that needed finishing.
Windsor, look. Look at this enormous angel. She has fire for hair, fire wings of flame.
Pieces of forgiveness that needed to be given.
She's beautiful.
Pieces of grief that needed to be grieved.
She's terrifying. Her eyes are weeping.
Pieces of memories that needed to be remembered.
Go in peace, Mom. Go in peace.
And to you, my child, on that sad height, curse, bless me now, but do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the